Hello and welcome to my channel Pallavi's English Academy. Today we will study a poem of class 9, Wind, written by Subramanian Bharti. He wrote this poem initially in Tamil and later A.K. Ramanujan translated it in English. Wind is a renewable source of energy. Wind has its advantages. Wind also has its disadvantages. Now here in this poem, we will learn the violent form of wind. When the wind is strong, how it can be destructive. That we will see in the poem. Also, a very important thing that we will learn over here is that the wind is symbolized as the hardships and challenges of our life. So here you will also find out that wind is not at all bothered about the weak people, physically as well as mentally. It just breaks down the windows, it scatters the papers, and it just destroys everything. It never looks around that who is weak or who is frail. It just scatters everything. It is destructive. It gives a message to us that the weak people who are not very strong in their mind as well as by their heart, they cannot exist in this society. It is very difficult for them to live along with the situations. Life will always give us problems, challenges, but we have to move on. We have to face the problems. So here, wind symbolizes the challenges and the problems. It is a very simple poem with a deep meaning. You have to understand that how life can be extremely challenging. It is challenging, right? I'm sure we all face problems in life, but you should not put your head down. You should not give up. You have to be extremely strong. Your heart should not frail. You have to be determined and you should face the problems. And if you do so, you will surely succeed in your life. So let's not waste time and start with the poem. Wind. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. So here in the first three lines, we see that the poet is requesting the wind to come softly. It is very strong at that time. So he is very bothered and he is extremely worried, and he says not to break the shutters of the windows and not to scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. So here he is again extremely worried to see the form of the wind. It is extremely wild at that time and it is throwing everything. It is not bothered about the situation. It is just doing its work, and what it is doing, it is destructing everything. It is destroying everything. You tore the pages of the books. You brought the rain again. So here again the poet is trying to say that it has torn everything. It has torn the pages of the books and it has brought the rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. So the poet is addressing to the wind that it always make fun of the weak people. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. So here the poet is telling that you make fun of the weak people and you also break down the houses, the doors, the rafters, the woods, and also not only those things but the bodies and the lives, also the mind of the people. So whatever is weak, anything it can be the weak house which is not very strong, suppose a mud hut, or you can say the tiled roof. Those are all completely destroyed by the wind, and it only doesn't destroy the houses and the other materials, but also the minds and the heart of the people. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. So the wind god over here, he just don't look around and it crushes everything. He won't do what you tell him. He will not listen to you. If you approach to him, if you tell him not to destroy, he will not listen to you. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to form the body. So here he is telling that we all should come together and make strong houses. We should be very firm about the doors, and also we should be practicing to be firm ourselves. We should accept the hardships and the challenges of life, and then we should move on in life. We should face the problems in our life. Make the heart steadfast means your heart should be always ready. Your heart should be extremely strong to face all the challenges that you get in your lives. Do this and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So if you become strong, then you will make friends with wind. If you observe that a weaker light, that means a light which is lit in a candle, it will easily blown down. But then if you see a fire that is caught up in a jungle, it just moves on and just flourishes with the wind. So it means it gives a very important meaning to all of us, that you have to be very strong. The more you are strong, then you will grow in your life. You will get success in your life. And if you face challenges, you get failures, then also your heart will become more stronger. So that's all about the poem. The important poetic devices in the poem are: the first one, alliteration. So here you can follow the line strong fire, roar and flourish. So here the repetition of F sound is there. The next poetic device used is metaphor. So the whole poem is a metaphor as it ends on a note to humanity to stand against all ravages, natural and man-made. So any kind of hardships come to human being, they should face. Either it can be natural or it can be man-made. So the whole poem is a metaphor that you all have to remember. The next important poetic device used is personification. The wind has been personified and has been addressed as a destructive force of weak things. Like, his friend is good. He won't do what you tell him. So he has been used over here. So addressed to the wind. So that is a personification. The next important poetic device used is repetition. The word crumbling, if you see, has been repeated, like crumbling doors, crumbling windows, crumbling lives, crumbling rafters. So crumbling word has been repeated many times. So it is a repetition. So these are the poetic devices used in the poem. Now just quickly I'll tell you the main points of the poem. So the first one is we should be strong in mind and body. As I'm telling you that the mind and the body both has to be strong. It should be ready to get the challenges and you should not give up. The next important point is the wind symbolizes the hardships and challenges that we face in our lives. And the third important thing is we should face our problems boldly and stay firm in all the difficult situations. You should not give up. So children, this is also for you all in your present situation. You must be facing a lot of problems because the present situation is drastic. We all are facing pandemic. So you don't give up. Just study and be bold to face the problems. Unless we fight with our hardships, we cannot expect success. So we all have to face the hardships, we all have to face the problems in our lives, and then only we can get success. Guys, if you have any kind of doubt, then text me below in the comment section. And yes, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.